Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing and looking at sleeping mats. Now, there's many mats out there, a whole wide range, but if you're into your wild camping and you want to be warm during the night, especially in the winter time, you must be looking at a little thing called the R value. Now what that means, the R value, is the higher it is, the better it's gonna keep the cold away from you. So imagine this hand is the cold floor. This is your mattress. It's on top. The higher the R value is on the mat, the less you're gonna feel it on top. It's not going to make you warmer. That's not going to give you heat. It's just going to keep away that cold rising up from the floor. We all have different preferences of how warm you want to be during the night. Me personally, I don't like to be too warm while I'm camping. I like to be just right. So we're going to go through my products which I use when I go camping. And I'll explain how I use them, the prices of them, when I would use them, most importantly. Let's have a look. When I first started going camping, this is what happened. Me and my mate Ray went up hike up Nick. We hadn't a clue. We had a tent, we had a rubbish sleeping bag, and all we had was one of these. Bearing in mind, we went up in February. It was about, right, there was nearly snow, but the frost when we woke up was unreal. I've never seen frost like it since. You learn from your mistakes. So you might not know about the R value and stuff like that now, but in the summertime it gives you that chance to go out and experience just what it's like, maybe to sleep on that and see what it's like. You might find it comfortable, or you might want something a bit thicker. But this is what I used, roll mat, £5 or something from the shops. This one's extra thick, this one has got extra padding. Quite warm, very long. This is about 190 centimetres. So it goes literally from one end of my tent to the other. It's the full stretch. Full 9 yards. But I've used this many a times, only this, summer, and I don't mind it. I like it. It's very comfortable. Or if I'm not using it, then my dog Ruby does. Easily folds away, bottom of the bag, and it's light. Here's my second option, which I go for. The OEX Traverse self-inflating mat. This was my first proper self-inflating mat. So I've had this for about 3 years now, and it's class. I find it fantastic. Takes 2 seconds to inflate. It's light. It weighs just short of a kilo. So it's something like 900 and something grams. Turn the knob on the top. That's it there. Again, it's a really good size. That's on the floor there. You can clearly see I'm big enough for it. My head's right at the top, my feet are at the bottom. It's okay. Another plus with the self-inflating mat, it takes a couple of minutes, fold it over, flip it on the side. Done. Away. Packed. It's fast. It's efficient. It's cheap. On the market, this is probably one of the cheapest decent self-inflating mats for the price. I think I paid for this, I got it on sale at Millets for £13.50. The price varies, so I think sometimes you can get it for about 25 quid, sometimes it can be half price. I've never seen it less than £13, so I think I got a bargain with that. Next one, so my final sleeping mat which I use, this is by far the most comfortable one I've had. It's called Tolerancia. I got this off Amazon for my Christmas present off the wife. Now you've seen this in one of my other videos, but by far it's the most comfortablest one. Rolls out. You've got this side to blow it up, and the other side, as you can see there, there's one pump, there's the other. So if you didn't want it too high up, you could just inflate one side. I tend to do both up. I like to be comfortable, I like to be raised up. But since I've got this, I feel like I'm getting more fussy now. So when I first started, I wasn't that bothered. So I had my mat, I had that one, my roll mat, that did us. And then I started to experience the OEX Traverse, so I got a bit up there and I was thinking, oh, it's alright that. Sometimes I use both, which was even more comfortable. And then I got this, and it's just like luxury, kind of. But let's get it up and I'll show you. Right, it's up now. As you can clearly see, feet are on the bottom, head's at the top, and it's unbelievably comfortable. So when you go from the other two mats to something like this, it is luxury. If anyone's got one of the Tolerancia mats, I just want to show you how you fold it up, because there is a knack of how you do it. Now with there being two nozzles on it, you don't just fold it up like that, because one of the nozzles is going to be covered. So this is what you do. Get it down flat. You would fold one of the side facing down to the centre. So fold the end of that to the centre, flip it over, fold this one back over to the other side, and then as you can see there, both nozzles are facing out. And then when you fold it up, all the air inside of the tent, inside of the bag, is going to come out. So you can get it as flat as possible, zero air in. Because sometimes if you don't do it correctly, you end up with a humongous bulge in your bag because you haven't folded it up right. And that's all you need when you're struggling to get things in your bag in the first place. There we go, you see. Fold that down right there. And that's that. Just like anything else with camping gear. For these, for instance, the more the R value is, the more expensive it's going to be naturally. Now on the sleeping bags I've got, even when I've done a bit of research, I can't find the R value. I can only presume it's between 0 and 2, which is really for summer. And then 2 to maybe 4 is okay, it's pretty decent. Then anything over 5 is class, really. That's like the dog's bollocks, as they say. That's the best, but you're paying for it. Now this is what I would do if I wanted to keep warm. I would use that on the bottom, and then I would have my Tolerancia on top. Now to me, that's going to keep me warm. Now with this, it's going to be a larger load. I'm carrying more stuff. But if I was to pay £130, let's say, for this brand right here, which is amazing. I would love one of them, but I just don't think I'm going to get the benefit out of it. I don't really go camping loads in the winter anyway. Maybe once, twice a month, just when I'm free. But that's what I would do. Put them both together, and I'm going to be sound. I'll have my four season sleeping bag. I'm cushy. That'll do me. It's a cheap way of doing it. I'm not going to break the bank at all. In fact, I've barely touched the bank. Just handy. You got to think about these things, but it depends what you want. If you want to get one with an R value of 5+, it's going to cost you, but you will get the benefit if you're using it quite a lot. And a lot of the time, they do come with a long guarantee. Just like everything, you got to start from somewhere and you build yourself up. This is what I did. I've learned from all my mistakes, and you go from that. You get better and better and better, and you learn more and more each time you go. Unfortunately, like I've just said in the video there, me and my mate Ray went out up High Cup Nick, hard as anything, not really thinking about it, freezing all night, and I don't know how we even got through the night without going home. I think I ended up going in his tent because he had a 4-man tent at the time. Again, he took a 4-man tent up High Cup Nick. It's unbelievable why someone would even do that, but we thought that was normal back then. That was it. But you just learn as you go. You get lighter, you get better equipment, and you can go further with it. It's all trial and error. But I wish you the best in your adventures. Hopefully this video will give you a bit of advice. I wish I watched this before I went out the first time, but I didn't think. But I learned from my mistakes. For those that want a good sleeping mat with a high R value, you're going to be looking at brands such as Thermarest and Sea2 Summit. They're the brands that you want, really. They're the two that stand out. They're probably one of the most popular ones. There is more on the market, but there's a lot of YouTube videos of them, and a lot of people use them. But again, you're talking £100 plus. I'll tell you why I don't like to buy these really expensive ones. Honestly, is because I'm clumsy. Now, I would hate to pay over £100 for a mat and then pop it, like have something sharp on me pocket or something, or have something in the tent that's sharp, it's going to pop it. Anything, I would be absolutely gutted. So the way I do it, it's just a cheap way of doing it, and it's easy, and I know what I'm doing. I know it works. I've had the experience of, we were just past High Force, a place called Noon Hill, and snowed like mad, and I had me OEX Bandicoot, and I was warm all night. In fact, I was a little bit too hot. I had to undo my zip, but I had my thermals on as well. Remember, in the winter time, wear the correct clothing, which is going to be in one of the videos. So on my next video is going to be about what clothing to wear throughout the year. If you don't know that, you might not know. Some people are just novices, they've just got into it. Keep an eye out. We would like to wish Jill a happy birthday. What do you say, Mia?
Happy birthday!
Yay! Jill's our #1 fan. She's watched all the videos. She's done all the walks. #1 fan. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be still doing it. So keep watching. Remember to subscribe. Watch some more videos at the side here. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you later.